Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hope. My name is Tammy Lynn Connors. This is my podcast and YouTube channel, helping other people evolve. I am super excited to be here today and super blessed and grateful to be here today. For those of you that are just tuning in to Hope for the first time, just a little bit about what my mission and vision is with Hope. I started this podcast and YouTube channel just hoping that I could help others know that they don't struggle alone. All of us go through struggles in life, and unfortunately some people just cannot seem to get out of those struggles, but fortunately there's so many of us out here just sharing hope, sharing light, letting people know that you can get through anything. It's rough and it's hard, and I'm not saying that it's easy when we get through our struggles, but what I'm saying is that we are able to, and also to let you know that you are not struggling alone, I promise you. And these stories that we have on here are just to show you that, just to show you that, yes, other people go through struggles and the struggle might not be the same as yours, but it is to let you know that you're not alone. And maybe you could hear a story of hope on here and get up and just walk outside and take a deep breath and know that everything's going to be okay. Or maybe you're just laying in bed and just don't want to even get up. And maybe you'll lay and listen to a story and be like, man, I can get up today and make my life the way that I want it to be. So today I have my Christmas tree behind me, my fireplace, some lights. It's a time of the year that is joyous for me. I am blessed by Christmas. I am blessed to know that for me, my Savior was born at this time of the year. For many people, though, and I just really like to stress this, it's not the best season. I myself have had struggles through this season. I feel as though so many people at this time of the year don't do well. It's hard. In 1978, December 7th, so 18 days before Christmas, I was a young 13-year-old, and my father drowned in our bathtub and died right before Christmas. And as now in my time of life, it's a blur of what that Christmas was like, but it's a memory that I will always have, and I have to learn to navigate through that. In 1992, on December 11th, 14 days before Christmas, my 6.5-month-old son died in his crib from SIDS. How do you navigate through Christmas with that? Thankfully, I had a son that had just turned 3, and he was my navigation through that. He was my rock through that. But how do you navigate years to come? I know a lot of people, this season is one that they are spending the first holiday without their loved one, the first Christmas, the first Thanksgiving. That empty chair is there. And it's hard. I'm not sugarcoating it all. It's hard. And it can be hard for years to come. So as we go through these holiday seasons, I'm a big person, not just through the holiday seasons, but at all times, to try to be kind, to try to just share my smile with someone, to show people that there are good people in this world and there are people that care. And I am one of those people that genuinely care. And that's why I'm doing this broadcast right now, because I want people to know the people that are going through the holidays, that are sad, that are depressed, that have lost a loved one, that don't have the money to buy the things that they think they need to buy, which that's another thing I'm going to talk about on here. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I just want you to know. And maybe I don't know you personally, but I do pray for you. I pray for the hurting. I pray for the ones that are struggling. I pray for the ones that are going through their very first holiday without a loved one. I pray for the people that are going through their 32nd holiday without a loved one. Or, oh my goodness, or their 40th, 47th, like I am with my dad, or 46. And so I do pray for you, and I just hope that you can find whatever it is that you need to have be your rock to get you through the holidays. But another point that I want to make on here, and when I said that about money, is I feel like throughout the years, everything happens. I always say things don't just go, oh, here we are, and now here we are commercialized, right? Here we are, and now here we are in microwave society. Here we are, and now we're in social media. It didn't work like that. It's a snowball effect, right? It starts out little, it gradually grows. Remember, at my age, I'm can remember the days when Christmas was not so commercialized, because for one thing, we didn't have social media. We only had like 3 TV channels, but also the stores were closed on Christmas Day, so people could spend time with their family. Um, I was laughing the other day with somebody, because if you got an electronic device and you need AA batteries or something, and Santa didn't bring them, or it was something somebody bought you and they didn't bring the little batteries, guess what? You probably weren't going to be able to play with your toy until the day after Christmas, because nothing was open. The only thing that was open was maybe like a 7-Eleven or Dairy Mart or something like that. And they were like 2 AA batteries. It cost like $10. And I'm talking back when I was 10. So imagine 49 years ago, that was a lot of money, right? And so then things became commercialized. And the reason for the season, I feel like, got forgotten. It's like outdoing the Jones. Like, your kid got an Xbox. Well, my kid got an Xbox 5, or, well, I don't know, PlayStation 5, or whatever those things are. I don't even know anymore, because I don't do those video games. But that comparison, like, oh yeah, I got these Nikes that cost $200 for my kid. Oh, really? Well, I got a $300 pair. Like, all of that. Where is it? Where did Christmas get lost? Because for me, my own personal opinion, everybody, I always tell you that the reason for the season is Jesus. That is the reason for the season. The reason for the season isn't about the gifts that we get and how many we can get and how many are under the tree and all of that. The reason for the season is the gift of Jesus's love, God's love, that he gave us his son, right? Like, he gave us Jesus. He had Mary become pregnant as a virgin for our Savior. And that's the reason for Christmas. Yeah, the Santa Claus hats, all of that stuff is cute and it's cool. I got Santa Clauses around my house. They look cool. But I know the reason for the season. And for me, what I want to do for my Christmas season is spend time with family, spend time with loved ones, show them I love them by spending time with them. If I have someone that only wants to spend time with me for Christmas because of material things, then they aren't in my life, because I'm not a materialistic person. I'm very, very much not. I believe that any gift I can get is that phone call that someone says, hey, I was just thinking about you over the holidays, checking in and seeing how you're doing. Those are the things that I think we need to bring back. The kindness of opening a door for someone, the kindness of maybe you have some socks that you can go donate to some children that have no socks. When we're talking about buying the gifts, these kids, and don't get me wrong, I bought Chad gifts and all of that stuff, but he also knew the reason for the season. And I love to be able to give, but I want to give for the right reason. And I don't want the gifts of watching some child or some person opening a gift and saying, where's my next one? What's next? What's next? No, that's not the reason for the season. And so if we could learn to be a little more, I don't know, kind and giving to the people that don't have, instead of the ones that we have all year round. I truly am blessed 100% in my life. But I tell you what, I don't forget that I didn't have before. So that is why I give, because I don't forget that I didn't have and I wasn't able to give. And it's not giving a whole lot of gifts. Maybe it's buying a meal for a person. Maybe it's having somebody in line getting a cup of coffee and knowing that somebody else can't afford that Starbucks coffee. I don't drink coffee, but let's just say I see that. I'm going to take that cup of coffee and go buy it and give it to someone. Not someone that I see that is buying 5 Starbucks coffees or something like that. So my whole point of this part of this is just, can we, maybe some of us get back to the reason for the season, maybe not so materialistic, because that's where I think part of the depression comes in, the sadness comes in, because we can't all give like that. And we can't do all the things that some of my neighbors doing for some of the, the people. And we can't have the big party, and we can't buy all the things. And it puts people in a comparison, unfortunately, which is a whole nother subject, comparison. But it puts them where they feel defeated, where they feel they're not good enough. And especially, I would probably have to say, with men especially, you're working hard, everybody works hard, right? And you're trying to keep up, and all of a sudden here comes this Christmas, right? And we got to spend thousands, well, people think they have to, thousands of dollars that they don't have. And then come January, now we got to start paying that, and we don't have the money, and now we're in debt, right? And all of these things combine, and then the fighting, the everything in the family dynamics just goes crazy. And now we have a mess. And why? Probably the child's not even playing with the toy anymore, or not appreciating the toy that they got. Seriously, I'm really like adamant about this, because it really hurts my heart to see people go into debt, hurts my heart to see them go into a depression, hurts my heart to see people just struggle because of that part of Christmas. And then on top of that, as you're going through the holidays and you've drained your bank account basically for whatever reasons to make sure that somebody's happy, maybe you're suffering with the grief of it too. Maybe you did lose a loved one this holiday season, and now on top of that grief, now you're trying to figure out how to navigate and get through to help others get through with material things. And now you're just broken and defeated. This time of the year, my friends, is hard. It's not a time of the year that's joyful for everyone. I need people to remember this. And I really am big on this, because every person that I've talked to about this in the last few weeks has said the same thing. It's not a happy time for everybody. It looks like it's a happy time for everybody because that's what we make it look like in our highlight reels and everything else that's going on in life. But deep down, so many people are hurting emotionally hurting. And that's the hardest part. The hardest part for anyone, and I know this because I can relate to it, because I've been there. I've lost a lot. And I'm not saying it for anybody to ever feel sorry for me, because it's made me who I am today. But I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot of people in my life. I don't have any grandparents. I don't have any parents left. I have one sibling, which it's always been just the two of us, but I don't have that. I will correct that a little bit. I do have my stepdad who's still alive. So I can relate to people grieving through the holidays and knowing that they don't have that family. Or maybe you're that person that you're just not part of your family, that you and your family have broken apart and you're all alone. I see you, I hear you, I feel you. And like I said, I pray for you. So as we're going through this holiday season, the next few weeks, the Christmas parties, the Christmas trees, the lights, the beauty, the people that are out there showing you all the things that they're doing. Remember their highlight reels. Remember that we all have emotions that we go through the holidays. And yeah, don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of people out there that love the holiday seasons. I'm not saying that. I love it. I love putting my Christmas tree up. I debated on doing it this year because I'm getting ready to make a big move across the country. And I debated and I thought, no, put it up because you love the way that it looks. And you love that feeling, and it's just joyous to you, and it's brightness, and it's just different. And I love that. But some people don't even want to put up a tree because they don't want to be reminded of it. And so all I'm asking and all I'm pleading and all I'm kind of begging is maybe we could just be kind. Maybe just be kind to people. Maybe if somebody comes across your heart, check in on them. Maybe there's a reason they come across your heart. I would say I call it God winks, and I believe that God does give us God winks. This morning I woke up to 2 different people that came across my heart. And as soon as their names came across, I sent a message. I said, hey, one girl I haven't even talked to, I don't even know how long it's been. The other one's been a long time too, but their numbers are still on my phone. I just reached out and said, hey, it came across my mind today. I threw up a prayer for you, and I just wanted to say I love you, and I hope you have a great day. And the response was, thank you. Thank you. I love you too, and I appreciate you reaching out. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to call someone. It doesn't hurt to text someone. Maybe they need that today, and maybe they need it more through the holidays. I've had a few friends in the last week that have lost a loved one. I try not to get too emotional on these because I know that it's hard to understand me for one thing when I start crying, but the other thing is that I just want you to, when I do get emotional, it's because you just see my passion for it. But I know that this holiday is going to be so hard for them. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you lost someone in June, July, August. I understand the holiday's going to be hard because it's your first holiday with them. But honestly, I can say this because it's happened to me. When it's right before the holiday, you're going through the hustle and bustle, you're trying to keep your family together, you're trying to make sure that your kids have a good Christmas, just like when I lost Cody. It was everything I had to make sure Chad had a good Christmas. At the same time, you're hurting so bad, and you just don't know who to talk to. And you don't know that anybody will understand, and you don't know that anybody knows your struggle, and you think you're all alone. Well, I'm here to tell you, you are not alone. I promise you, you are not alone. There's many of us out here that hurt through the holidays, and there's many of us that have lost loved ones right before the holidays. And I just want you to know you're not alone. And so that's my message to you all, is you're not alone. Reach out to someone that will listen to you. Reach out to someone who cares. I'm always here. You know, I tell people that, like, my messenger's open, my Facebook's public, my TikTok's public, everything's public. If you want to reach out, I'm here. I will pray for you. All you got to do is send me a message and I'll put you on my prayer list. I just want you to know that you're not alone, and it's okay. It's okay to grieve through the holidays. It's okay to grieve, period. Grief is a bitch, period. Some days you think you got it together and the next day you don't. This past Monday, it had been a day. I was on a cruise ship last weekend. I was blessed to be on there. My father's death date was December 7th. I was on a cruise, so it kind of helped a little bit. My aunt did a cheer for him, which was so sweet because, well, of course, it was her brother-in-law, but he was her friend, and she did a cheer, and she just said to my sister and I, like, here's to John, you know, and it meant so much to me. And then on Monday, I was home. We had a long drive. I think I was just exhausted. I knew that Cody's date was coming up, and I happened to get into a tub that I had sealed. And Cody's tub that I had his stuff in was light blue, and I had forgotten that a little bit of it got melted on the bottom of this tub, so I had changed it. And I got in my closet because like I said, I'm moving, and I pulled the box out. I was like, why is this tub all duct tape still? I don't know what's even in here. I got a pair of scissors. I undid it. And there laid his 2 outfits, the one that he passed in and the one that was he was in the hospital, at the hospital. And I lost it. And that day was very emotional for me for many reasons. And I told myself, it's okay. It's okay, Tammy. You're going to feel your emotions. You're going to get through them today. And tomorrow's going to be a better day. But it's okay to sit here for a minute. I feel like sometimes we take our emotions and we bottle them up. And we keep them inside because nobody needs to know that I'm sad. Nobody needs to know that I cry. Nobody needs to know that I have a bad day. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I have bad days. I have days that are hard, but I'll tell you what I don't do. I don't stay in those days. And I just want you to know that there are people out here that can relate to how you're feeling. I never say that I know how you're feeling because I don't. My feelings and your feelings are different. But I can relate. I can relate to the sadness. I can relate to the grief. I can relate to the emptiness. You know, I say that we live life different after we lose someone. We don't lose our love for them ever. Our heart never heals from them. We just learn to navigate and live differently without them and just believe that they're our guardian angels. So on this holiday season, as I said, I just hope that maybe we can be a little kinder for others. Maybe we can just give a little bit more light to others. Maybe just say a kind word and just know that you're not alone. Just know that. I know the holidays are tough. If you're going through the holidays and maybe you are alone, maybe you don't have anything to do, I guarantee there's a homeless shelter or something in your area that you can go spoon out some food for someone. Go help someone out. Go to the dollar store, get some gloves and pass them out to somebody. Churches all over right now are doing donations and things like that. So if you feel like you can do that, then do that. If you don't want to do that, then don't do that. But please, 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 my friends, try to make the holidays your best holiday. Try to just know that the reason for the season isn't to buy things and do that. Remember, the reason for the season is because we got a gift that we were blessed with, and that was Jesus. That's my feelings. That's my take on it. And maybe just that little gift that you can give someone. And if you have to tell someone, and please don't be ashamed of this, if you have to tell someone, hey, listen, I don't have the money this year, and all I can give you is a little bit of my time and a smile on my face. I can help you wash the dishes. I can help you make the tea. I can help you cook the turkey, whatever it is. And you don't know how far that will really go with someone, because we don't have to live in a materialistic world. Because guess what? Materialistic things don't go with us, but the memories always do. So my friends, make the memories, not the materials, because they don't last. They just go away. But your friendships, your loved ones, your family, all of that you build and that you show genuine love to, that won't go anywhere. So from me to you, I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a blessed New Year. And this is Tammy Lynn Connors, the Hope Dealer, hoping that you will share this with someone, that you will make sure that you like it, love it, share it. I'm on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, YouTube channel. I need some more YouTube subscribers. So if you share it with your friends, that'd be awesome. Give some stars, whatever it is that you got to do. Just trying to get the word of hope out there to others, to let them know that they don't struggle alone. And you all have an amazing, amazing day. God bless.